Hello guys, welcome back to our anime explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Swallowed Star 2 origin continent based on novel. So let's start. A vast dark world where countless creatures struggled to survive. We finally won, we finally completely eliminated this destructive level terror. Out of the 7 destructive level terrors, we have finally eliminated one. This is a new beginning. The 3 remaining powerful cultivators were quite relieved, and many creatures far behind at the base were even more excited and cheered. Sir, the novel, f.ia.net website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. As long as we pass down the torch, generation by generation, we will eventually eliminate these terrors, and our world will regain light, regain freedom. Countless creatures were filled with longing for the light. Whoosh! Suddenly, a huge blood-red eye opened in the dark sky. This scene made the hearts of countless creatures tremble. It's the Dark Eye. Heavenly Tao level terror, Dark Eye. The creatures were terrified. According to their categorization, among the many terrors invading their world, the one at the very top was called the Heavenly Tao level terror, the Dark Eye. When this eye first opened in the sky, the entire world was plunged into everlasting darkness. They still had the confidence to fight against destructive level terrors, but facing the supreme Heavenly Tao level terror Dark Eye, they only felt powerless. The more they knew, the more they understood the vast gap. The Heavenly Tao has changed, the Heavenly Tao has become the Dark Eye. As the powerful cultivators comprehended the Heavenly Tao, they discovered the Heavenly Tao had changed, and even the ultimate direction of their own cultivation could only lead to this Dark Eye. Thankfully, in the past long years, the Dark Eye indeed acted like the Heavenly Tao, treating everything equally. The Dark Eye emitted a beam of red light, which enveloped a city like a pillar from heaven. The city was instantly revitalized, its energy surged dramatically, transforming into a majestic twisted creature that knelt in salutation. Illusion City has evolved. Has it evolved into a destructive level terror? In the rear base, countless creatures who sensed this scene despaired. They had just managed to kill one destructive level terror, and now another one had appeared. 7 destructive level terrors. It is decreed. Inside the base, a powerful cultivator sensed the operation of the Heavenly Tao and murmured, "The Dark Eye is the Heavenly Tao. The Heavenly Tao decrees there will forever be 7 destructive level terrors. Eliminating one will only lead to another taking its place. No matter how we struggle, it's futile." Decreed, huh? The many creatures that fought for this were in despair. Suddenly, the Dark Eye in the high sky emitted a mournful howl. No. This mournful howl of the Heavenly Tao level terror resounded in the hearts of every creature in the world, and they all felt the Dark Eye's fear, reluctance. Afterward, the Dark Eye in the high sky silently vanished without a trace. And the sky, as if a massive dark curtain was removed, showed its true form. Warm sunlight. After a long stretch of ages, it shone on this land once again, and brightness was restored between heaven and earth. What is this? Accustomed to the light condensed by formations, many creatures were touching real sunlight for the first time in their lives. They were fascinated by the legendary light. Light, spread throughout the entire world. The Heavenly Tao level terror Dark Eye has disappeared, the Heavenly Tao has returned to normal, said a powerful cultivator comprehending the Heavenly Tao, excitedly. Although the 7 destructive level terrors are still there, under the sunlight, their territories have significantly shrunk. The world has changed, it has changed. Treasure Land, infinite space. Using the ultimate realm God King Will's secret technique, I can finally eliminate the most ordinary spiritual beings. Luo Feng was quite satisfied, watching the blood-red one-eyed monster before him completely vanish. Spiritual beings, once their spirits are destroyed, are completely gone. Luo Feng in this spiritual being had also reached a total of 10 reward points. If it were a mere severe defeat in multiple instances, the accumulated reward points would generally just pass 5 points. These spiritual beings in infinite space, relying solely on spiritual power, can reach the godly king level. I wonder from where Yuan obtained these spiritual beings when he established this treasure land, Luo Feng privately marveled. Spiritual beings, there are none in the land of origin. According to intelligence, those with the will of the ultimate realm God King are hoped to completely kill them, thought Luo Feng. It seems, those strong ones must have obtained quite powerful secret techniques of willpower. In the infinite space treasure vault alone, there are inheritances containing secret techniques of willpower. These inheritances might not compare to the Lai Yuan technique, but the gap is obviously narrowing. As my strength increases, the layers I come into contact with are getting higher. I might even encounter secret techniques of willpower that are comparable to the Lai Yuan technique, Luo Feng mused privately. Look at those inheritances in the infinite space treasure vault, such as the special grade inheritance, world life form, which was created by Yuan's good friend. What about those perfection level inheritances? If this level of inheritance specializes in will, how strong must it be? Lai Yuan technique, after all, is only one of many opportunities Yuan left in the land of origin. Luo Feng also reminded himself not to be arrogant. For example, Emperor Ming bestowed upon him the Calamity Beast diagram, which concealed a method of will cultivation that Emperor Ming created himself. Luo Feng felt it was not inferior to the Great Destruction Heart refining technique, within the Lai Yuan technique, and of course, the power of the Great Destruction Heart refining technique also depended on the realm of Luo Feng's Great Tao of Destruction origin. I have 3 spiritual beings in infinite space, the 2 weaker ones have died, leaving only one strong one, Luo Feng thought. I should go find new spiritual beings. Luo Feng left an avatar, guarding that one strong spiritual being. This strong spiritual being, Luo Feng, could not eliminate, it probably required a prolonged confrontation. Luo Feng sent 9 avatars flying in all directions, heading to various remote areas to explore and search for new prey. Asterisk 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 asterisk. Luo He, leave quickly, came the command. This is our territory. Invisible waves of thought emitted one warning after another. In the infinite space, areas rich in prey had long been occupied by ancient beings. Although they recognized him as Great Saint Luo He, they had never paid him any mind. Even Luo He, the top figure of the primal chaos realm, has no influence here. Luo Feng laughed self-deprecatingly as he flew. In the real world, Luo Feng held a very high status, and many powerful beings respected him. But in the infinite space, a coveted sanctuary left behind by Yuan, the threshold to enter was exceedingly high. Aside from the monarchs of the 2 great imperial clans, those who could come here were usually sovereigns of the land of origin. For instance, even a godly king of the first realm like Wuxiang ancestor found it extremely difficult to secure a place here. And for those even weaker, only the 2 great imperial clans would allow ordinary godly kings and transcended beings of the primal chaos realm to enter. As royalty, they gather together, a formidable faction in the infinite space. 19 great Taos of origin are sealed in the infinite space. So using godly king level techniques here requires forging a new great Tao, thought Luo Feng. Here, even emperors and monarchs, if they haven't forged a new great Tao, might be weaker, and can only rely on spiritual will to confront enemies. This was also the reason Wuxiang ancestor was so confident in facing Luo Feng. In the infinite space, being able to deploy a godly king level secret technique already made one a master. To forge a complete branch of a great Tao, that counted as an ultimate master. To reach the second realm of godly king by forging a great Tao, unheard of. At least, Emperor Chu's intelligence given to Luo Feng had no such records. Luo He. Suddenly, a thought touched Luo Feng. Luo Feng looked up and saw a figure in a loose white robe in the distance. Di Wu, the godly king, Luo Feng recognized him. This was a godly king from Emperor Chu's Di Wu lineage, considered a very strong existence even among those in the first realm of godly king. I didn't expect to see great Saint Luo He here. Di Wu, the godly king, smiled as he looked at Luo Feng. Logically speaking, my flame-wind ancient country wouldn't possibly give you a spot. Where did you get your quota from? It's not from flame-wind ancient country, Luo Feng said. I know. What I'm asking is, where did your quota come from? Di Wu pressed, or did Emperor Chu deliberately bend the rules to privately get a token and pass it to you? Are you defaming my master? Luo Feng's expression darkened. Who doesn't know how Emperor Chu operates? Di Wu sneered coldly. HMPH. Luo Feng no longer held any goodwill. How could Luo Feng maintain a polite facade when his master was targeted in such a way? However, the feud between Di Wu's lineage and Emperor Chu's lineage was notoriously bad, with frequent conflicts accumulating countless grievances over the long years. Young brother Wu Xiu. A figure flew over from afar, a man in grey robes with white hair, who glanced at Luo Feng. So it's Luo He. Luo He, hurry up and leave. This is the territorial domain of the Flame-Wind Ancient Country's Imperial clan, not a place for you, the white-haired man scolded. Yang Qiong, the godly king. Luo Feng recognized him, said no more, and turned to fly away. Yang Qiong, a second realm godly king. In the Flame-Wind Ancient Country's Imperial clan, he was among the core members. Naturally, he had the audacity not to care even if he were facing the Lord of the Wanjie Kingdom, or the Sector Beast of Qianmu Kingdom. No wonder my master advised me, unless personally invited by the primogenitor Yang Feng, there's no need to join the Flame-Wind Ancient Country. Luo Feng sighed inwardly. Those who treat newcomers kindly are indeed few. As the imperial clans, godly kings clustered together, monopolizing the vast majority of resources and giving but a small portion to the hard-working guest elder godly kings, Luo Feng could understand. Yet this sense of discrimination and exclusion was indeed quite unpleasant for Luo Feng. And this was without fully joining. If he fully joined, the restrictions would increase greatly. He would have to be at the beck and call of these imperial clan godly kings, becoming their lackey. This Luo He, no need to pay too much attention to him, said the white-haired man Yang Qiong, the godly king, glancing at Luo Feng in the distance. Even if he becomes a godly king, he's merely invincible within the first realm of godly king. He can't impact our imperial clan in the slightest. I'm suspicious about his quota, Di Wu, the godly king, said. He, a mere transcendent of the primal chaos realm, can't possibly have 50 million merit points. So how did he get the quota? I suspect it was gotten by Emperor Chu clandestinely and given to Luo He. Oh? The expression of Yang Qiong, the godly king, changed subtly. It's quite possible. Emperor Chu does indeed act recklessly. As a member of the imperial clan, not wholeheartedly considering the clan, he frequently helps those outside the clan. I will consult with the emperor and investigate this matter. Yang Qiong's eyes flashed coldly. We must clarify how he obtained his quota. If it was indeed given privately by Emperor Chu, he cannot be let off lightly. The eyes of Yang Qiong, the godly king, bore a cold hardness. He had become a godly king much earlier than Emperor Chu. Emperor Chu and Emperor Yang Qiong had also clashed many times, with Emperor Yang Qiong, a being next only to Emperor Yang in the Emperor Yang lineage, always eager for battle. Discovering any fault in Emperor Chu, Yang Qiong, the godly king, would certainly pursue it relentlessly. If we confirm this matter, Wu Xiu, the godly king, looked forward eagerly. It's a rule set by the ancestor. If Emperor Chu makes a mistake, he must be punished. As for Luo He, first, he must be expelled from the infinite space, depriving him of this opportunity, and moreover, he must be severely punished, said Yang Qiong, the godly king. It's a joke that a mere guest official of the primal chaos realm could enter. Flame-Wind Ancient Country, Yang Capital. Yang Capital is the city of the first emperor of the Flame-Wind Ancient Country, Emperor Yang. Here, there is also another palace called Yang Qiong Palace, where Emperor Yang and Yang Qiong are both ancient godly kings of the entire imperial clan. Both followed similar paths, but Yang Qiong has always been stuck in the second realm of godly king, unable to advance further. In the depths of the ancient Yang Qiong Palace, a vast world had been created. Within this vast world, this world had numerous volcanoes and even more raging black winds. The black winds swept countless magma up into the sky, scattering it recklessly. This Luo He. The entire main land of this world suddenly sat upright, taking on a humanoid form of an exotic beast. His back had numerous volcanoes, his nostrils naturally breathed out fierce black winds, and his golden eyes displayed even more terrifying might. On the world's membrane, countless secret patterns circulated, and formless energy descended time after time, cleansing this massive exotic beast's body. A guest official of the primal chaos realm, also worthy to enter the infinite space. The massive exotic beast's golden eye blazed with anger. Emperor! Emperor! The massive exotic beast spoke directly. Upon the world's membrane, countless secret patterns circulated, naturally condensing into a figure, who was the contemporary emperor of the flame-wind ancient country, Emperor. Emperor looked at this massive exotic beast and sighed inwardly, then spoke, "Brother Yang Qiong, what brings you to me?" "I encountered Luo He in the infinite space." The voice of the massive exotic beast thundered, its might far greater than in the infinite space. He, a non-Imperial clan member of the primal chaos realm, how did he enter the infinite space? "I suspect Emperor Chu has violated the rules set down by the ancestor." "You have misunderstood Luo He." Emperor said, "He earned this opportunity by his own strength. He, having transcended the primal chaos realm, how could he possibly earn such an opportunity on his own?" The massive exotic beast said. "Your true body has been imprisoned here, solely focusing on refining the primordial bloodline, and you understand too little of the outside world," Emperor said. "I have always kept up with information about powerful beings from the outside world. What could I possibly not know?" the massive exotic beast retorted. Emperor gently shook his head. A century ago, Luo He had continuously contested for some natural treasures at the border. It forced the Thunder ancient country to allocate him a spot to enter the infinite space in exchange for Luo He not participating in the border conflicts. With his absolute top strength in transcending the primal chaos realm, continuously participating in those conflicts would have been too much for the Thunder ancient country to bear, Emperor said. So, he indeed seized this opportunity by his own merits. The massive exotic beast fell silent. So that was it. The negotiations between the Thunder ancient country and Luo Feng were very secretive, and were never made public. By his own merits. The massive exotic beast sneered. He was only able to participate in the border conflicts by using his status as a guest elder of our flame-wind ancient country. That's the only reason he could make the Thunder ancient country suffer such a great loss. If he were a stray guest official of the primal chaos realm from outside our flame-wind ancient country, he wouldn't even have the qualifications to participate in those conflicts. Using the identity of our flame-wind ancient country's guest elder to gain such benefits. Shouldn't he have handed over his spot to the Imperial clan? At most, give him some rewards, the massive exotic beast said. Emperor fell silent, looking at this formerly wise and influential former elder of their clan. "Brother Yang Qiong, haven't you noticed how deeply the primordial bloodline has influenced you?" Emperor said. "I use a formation to suppress the contamination for you, yet you are still so volatile. Without the formation's aid, you might have lost control entirely." In the flame-wind ancient country, those who cultivated the primordial bloodline were said to have never lost control outwardly. In reality, those who weren't sufficiently lucid were never released. "I am very lucid," the massive exotic beast looked at Emperor. "We are the Imperial clan. Our Imperial clan should dominate the best resources of the land of origin. We allow guest officials opportunities to exchange for heritage and resources, which is already quite generous. Giving them such freedom. In my view, guest officials who enter the treasure lands should follow the commands of our Imperial clan. Ordinary guest officials all have sufficient freedom," Emperor said. "You should know, the guest official system was established by the ancestor. The noelfire.nt website on Google to access chapters of novels early and in the highest quality. Just because the ancestor established it, does it mean it cannot be changed? Rules set by the ancestor eons ago are always right," the massive exotic beast raged. Emperor's expression grew colder. The massive exotic beast was alarmed, realizing his recklessness. "Emperor, I once helped you," the massive exotic beast looked at Emperor. "Brother Yang Qiong, I have always remembered your kindness, hence I have always been helping you," Emperor said. "I helped you build this world. I have given you many treasure resources, always hoping you could really remain lucid. I still need," the massive exotic beast began to speak. "You already owe a lot to our clan," Emperor declined. "Originally, You borrowed a tremendous amount of resources, aiming for the emperor level. But you failed, and you couldn't repay the vast resource debt. Still, you keep demanding more. Brother Yang Qiong, you should understand. The Imperial clan isn't just you, resources can't be given to you alone. Willing to give to Luo He and these guest officials. Unwilling to give me more, the massive exotic beast was resentful and furious. Being perpetually imprisoned, naturally, was a bitter experience. You owe a lot to our clan, Emperor said. Whereas Luo He and these guest officials, they all exchanged based on their merit points, and they don't owe our clan anything. I remind you again, the guest official system was established by the two ancestors together. It absolutely does not tolerate your questioning. Emperor looked at the massive exotic beast. You should also understand, in the eyes of the ancestor, your life and death, and the life and death of a guest official, probably make no difference. The massive exotic beast grew even more enraged. He certainly knew. The Imperial clan members fought within the land of origin, and some godly kings had fallen. The ancestor never intervened. Hone your heart well, you can consult Emperor Ming more. If your spiritual will could catch up to even 2 or 3% of Emperor Ming's, you would have been able to suppress this corruption and maintain absolute clarity, becoming the new emperor. Emperor Chu said, in this era of reincarnation throughout the land of origin, when it comes to spiritual will, Emperor Ming is ranked first. Bowing before him is no disgrace. I have already bowed and asked him for guidance. The massive exotic beast grew more furious. But he humiliates me time and again, making me serve him, making me his attendant, making me a gatekeeper's servant. How can I endure it? You once humiliated him too, Emperor Chu said. That was when he was weak, the massive exotic beast said. In his view, you are weak now, Emperor Chu said, reflect well. In my view, your only chance to become an emperor is to consult Emperor Ming. Having said that, Emperor Chu vanished. Ha ha, consult him. Even if I am forever imprisoned or even if I end in destruction, I will not suffer his humiliation again. The massive exotic beast became even more frenzied. Emperor Chu was in a world he had created himself. The Imperial clan, despite receiving excessive favor from the ancestor, still feels what they have is not enough. Even the little given to guest officials, they still want to take away. Emperor Chu shook his head lightly, this foolish lot. Do they really think the ancestor cares for them? The ancestor existed several reincarnation eras ago. How could one feel much affection for descendants several reincarnation eras apart? Emperor Chu shook his head lightly. Asterisk 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 asterisk. The treasure land, infinite space. Luo Feng did not care about the overbearing nature of the Imperial clan, instead, he kept his distance. Thankfully it is in the infinite space, where everyone's ability isn't much different. Out there. I'm afraid they would have slapped me with a flick of their hand, Luo Feng thought to himself with a smile. According to his intel, Yang Qiong Godly King is a very ancient second realm of Godly King. It is said that he also began cultivating a primordial bloodline, coupled with the resources of the Imperial clan and weapon secret treasures, his strength is unimaginable. But the Yang Qiong Godly King is very low-key in the land of origin, hardly appearing. Many ancient beings are hard to meet outside, but you can encounter quite a few in the infinite space. Luo Feng found the infinite space very interesting. In the infinite space, everyone is endowed with an ordinary emperor-level physical body. Want a stronger physical body? One needs to pave one's own path in cultivation, but so far, no one in the infinite space has been known to have paved the path to the second realm of Godly King. Therefore, everyone's physical body is generally at the first realm of Godly King level. It's just the spiritual will, there might be some big differences. Emperor Ming's spiritual will is truly frightening, Luo Feng couldn't help but think of Emperor Ming. During his long stay in the infinite space, Emperor Ming's spiritual will was the only one he was certain definitely surpassed the ultimate realm of Godly King. Vast and superior, that is a qualitative difference. Luo Feng suddenly sensed a spiritual being ahead. Lucky day, I found one. Luo Feng had his 9 avatars exploring, going wherever it was remote. He didn't mind the scarcity, as long as he discovered a spiritual being, he immediately ordered an avatar to occupy the area. An avatar occupying a single spiritual being wouldn't attract major forces' envy. But in reality, the total number of spiritual beings occupied by Luo Feng's multiple avatars scattered across different locations was quite substantial. Of course, this kind of thing could only be done with multiple avatars. In the infinite space, newly paved paths that could also deploy avatars was still very rare. East Extreme Domain, within an ancient grand palace. A woman in green robes sat there, the palace naturally displaying a vast formation, countless secret patterns flowing within it, constantly changing. Emperor Chu is truly remarkable. Merely by using formations he has reached the level of emperor. I pale in comparison, the green-robed woman admired. She suddenly looked at a changing secret pattern within the formation. Oh. This secret sequence is finally deduced. Wu Xiang, godly king, had shouted the name Luo He in the palace, and coincidentally disappeared from the infinite space. His disappearance is related to Luo He, the mist envoy in the Shadow Sky realm died, and the cause was also on Luo He. The Lord of Shadow Sky realm actually endured it. No follow-up tremors. This Luo He is not ordinary. The green-robed woman observed the formation. Many traces on the land of origin could be reflected through the formation, many mysteries deduced. The more she reflected, the more accurate the deductions became. Perhaps I could invite him to join my side. The thought arose in the green-robed woman. She immediately used the formation for deduction, and saw the formation reflecting the world, as if showing the future evolution of the world. Although I can't see it clearly, it seems to be a wonderful decision. This Luo He appears to also be favored by the supreme rules. The green-robed woman was somewhat surprised. She had long known that the supreme rules also had their favorites. The more dazzling the cultivator, the more they are favored. Even beings like sector beasts, born favored, could smoothly reach the ultimate realm of godly king, and even more so by destroying and devouring, grow faster. Ordinary cultivators start very ordinary, but gradually among them, the dazzling ones are sifted out. Being favored by the supreme rules, even more reason to invite him, the thought arose in the green-robed woman's mind, while she remained in place, a thought already remotely arriving at Yang, capital of Flame Wind ancient country in Xiangjia city. This video will end here.